Alrighty, my friends, let's come in quietly. Remember, we come in quietly after recess. So, can someone tell me what today is? Yes, it is Friday, but what do we do every Friday? We do art activities, right? So, this week is Rainbow Art Week, and we are going to paint things that we like to do outside. So, here is an example, but I will also do one with you guys. So, I made a beach, right? And I thought maybe what if our beach had a garden? So I put grass and a flower, and here's the sand, the water, the clouds, and the sun. But in this activity, when I'm showing you guys how to use the tools, these will be similar tools that we have used before, like our sponges, our dotting tools, and different paintbrushes. But I will remind you and show you. And in this painting that I will show my friends, we will be making the park. But remember, you can make whatever you like. I enjoy going for walks in the park, so I'm going to make a park. So with that being said, the first thing you will see on your paper above the gray papers, which I will talk about in a minute, is our white canvas. This is our white paper that we get all the time when we paint. What do? Do we put the paint on our shirts? No. Do we put the paint on our arms? No, we put it on the white canvas. If it gets on the gray papers, are we in trouble? No, right? Because it's there for emergencies if the paint doesn't get on our white paper. But we want to try to keep it on the white paper, and if it slips off, get it on the gray paper, but not the table. If we get it on the table at the end, we will wipe it up with a baby wipe, but we're going to try to keep it all on the white paper. So I'm going to go over the brushes that we do have, and then I will explain how to use them once again. So we have our bigger paint brushes. We have our favorite circle dots, right? We have our regular sponge. This is all of our favorites, right? The big rainbow brush. And our smaller brushes that some of our friends like to do. So we will also have a plate of paint at your table. It will have the colors red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. But remember, if we need skin colors, I can always take them out and bring them over, right? If we wanted to draw maybe us playing, like you and your mom playing at the park, right? You and your friend, or you want to draw, I don't know, or let's say you need brown because you want to make a sunflower, right? I can take out other colors, and if the rainbow colors that you have are ran out on your plate, all you have to do is raise your hand and say, Miss Ashley, I ran out of red paint. Or if you don't remember the name, point to the color, right? And I can bring you more. So I'm going to start with our medium circle dotting tool. And this is just going to explain to us how to use a dotting tool. So I want to make a sun because it's sunny outside, right? So my sun is going to be in the top corner, but your sun can be where? Corner, the middle, over here. It can be in the bottom, right? You can put your sun wherever you want. So I'm going to dip into the yellow paint, and I'm just going to push it into the corner, right into the corner. And there is my sun, right? So you can use the dotting tools for whatever you want. Next, I want to show you how to use this big sponge. So I'm going to turn it over and dip it into the green paint because I want to try to make some grass, which I'll just put at the bottom of my page, right? But you can also use the paintbrush if you prefer the paintbrush. Dip it in the green paint and put it over. So I'm going to finish putting my green paint onto the paper first before I move on, because our parks need grass, right, friends? So we're going to put some green paint for our grass on the ground. But if, like I said, if you want brown paint, can you have brown paint so you can have dirt, right? Yes, you can. So we're just going to put the green paint onto the canvas. Next, I want to make a flower, so I'm going to take my small green paintbrush, which you can use different ones, but I'm just going to show you how. So we're going to make a stem for our flower, right? You just push down and go up and down. We're going to make a stem. Now I want to use this to make our middle dot. I'm going to dip into the blue paint because I want the middle of my flower to be blue, right? So you're just going to push down. Remember, you don't have to push down like that. You can go up and down, sideways as well, right, friends? And I want to have petals, so I'm going to take our small dotting tool, dip into purple. I want purple petals, right? Just push down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push down and make some purple petals. And you can also pat, right? See, I'm patting it down. So we have some purple petals. The last thing I want to do is make a butterfly, right? And we have used all the brushes now. So I'm just going to use this medium-sized brush because I want the middle of my butterfly to be blue. So here's my blue, the body for my butterfly. I'm going to take the back of this, but you can always dip it in your water, right, friends? Or get a new brush. And now I'm just making the little wings red. And remember, my friends, it is important to share our brushes. So let's say I am not using the dotting tools or some of the other brushes, we can share with our friends, right? So remember, we have our smaller brushes that we use to make the body of the butterfly. We also used it for the stem. We used both bigger brushes and a sponge, right, for the grass. This was for the middle of our flower, right? But we can use it for anything. We use our dotting tools for around the flower for the petals, as well as our sun, right? And let's say we want to put a cloud, right? Because sometimes the sky has clouds. You can use this to even make clouds, or, right, we can use our dotting tool. We can take our dotting tool to do that. I'm going to take the bigger brush to finish my clouds. So, right, this is what I enjoy from outside. So I enjoy the grass, I enjoy butterflies, I enjoy the clouds, the flowers, and the sun. So, my friends, now it is your turn. We are going to go to our seats in our art area. We are going to paint. When you are done, as you can see, I put my brushes to the side. You'll put your brushes to the side on the gray paper. I will come around with a baby wipe. We will wipe our hands, make sure that all the paint is off of our hands, and I will come pick up the brushes. And after, we will share with our friends. Okay, friends, now that we're done sharing and our area is clean, we are going to get ready for center time. So let's go put our art on the drying rack in the corner, and we will go and do our other activities.